Hi, fire signs. This is your weekly reading for the 13th through the 19th. Also, if you have not checked me out on Etsy, I have some mini readings up, so make sure you stop over there. So I did something a little different this week. I just kind of let the cards come out and we're going to see what we see. You had a lot of cards come out sideways, so it's showing me that you're in two minds about a lot of things this week. I'm seeing somebody, this is oddly specific. It's almost like you're coming to the realization that you don't care. I'm seeing somebody, it's almost like they're threatening to leave you, or they're telling you all the problems that are going on within a connection. Could even be a boss, right? It's like, oh, if you don't fix your performance. Somebody is coming in this week with some sort of ultimatum about the way that you've been moving or what you've been contributing. And for you, it's like, you know what you've been doing, so it doesn't really phase you. But also, you don't really care if this situation continues or works out anymore. And I think that's a huge revelation for you this week. Is like, you've already checked out so far ahead of this person coming in and saying, like, I'm really disappointed about the way that you did XYZ, and I need you to step up your productivity, or I need you to show up for this relationship. And you're just like, yeah, whatever. Like, I don't think I care. I don't think I care if this person is disappointed. I don't think I care if I get fired. I don't even know that I want to be here in this moment having this conversation. And so it's kind of interesting to me, because what you're realizing this week has a lot to do with yourself. And some of you, it's that you're realizing that you're suffering from depression, right? And that you've lost like the zeal or the zest of participating in what you've created, right? So there could be an energy of thinking like, you know what, maybe I need to talk to a therapist. Maybe I should look at some sort of antidepressant. For others of you, it's more the energy of just like realizing that you've just been going through the motions of life for a long time, and you've been allowing things to kind of happen to you. So it's almost like you just wake up one day and you find yourself in this place and you're thinking like, how did I even get to this point? How did I get here with this person or with these people? I don't even want any of this. I don't even care about any of this, right? I'm not sure why you ended up in this situation. Your advice is the Four of Cups, so it makes me feel like you were kind of disappointed about something, or you were wishing something would have gone a different way. And then as you were mulling that over, it feels like all these other things happened, right? Like maybe you were really sad about a relationship not working out, and then all of a sudden somebody picks you. Now you're like a dad or a mom, or you have kids or a house, or like it's like all these things just kind of happen to you while you were wrapped up in your Four of Cups, and you went with it. It's like you checked out of your life and you just kind of have let people make decisions for you. But what's interesting is that now that people are saying like, I don't like the way you're moving, I don't like the effort you're putting in, you're like, wait a minute, I put a lot of effort in and this isn't even something I want. Like, I'm realizing I don't even want a dog, or I don't even like this job, or like I'm picking up shifts to pay for a car I didn't even want. You wanted this, right? And so it's kind of weird, because it's like you're realizing that everything you have right now is kind of the product of someone else's desires, and that somewhere in this you gave up on what you thought you wanted, and you've just been spending a lot of time grieving the loss of that thing, or that person, or whatever it is. And so this week, you're really checking out. Some of you may just get up and leave. Maybe you get in the car with a backpack and you go for a weekend, or you just go off the grid and take off all your social media and people can't get a hold of you. But it's because you're taking time to think, right? There's things that I feel like you don't even let yourself think about. And this week, that's kind of coming to the surface. It's like you're not committed to anything that you've created. If it's a relationship, if it's a job, you know, it could even be where you live, right? Maybe you're fighting so hard to like pay your rent and you're like, damn, I don't even want to live in this state. So taking a step back, not creating anything, not participating in anything, just really trying to figure out, like, at what point did you start letting everybody else run the show? And if you were to step back into your life, first of all, what would need to be done to steer the ship in a different direction, right? How big of a issue would this be? And not only that, but like, what direction are you going to be steering in if you were to decide that none of this is working for you anymore, right? So kind of a big week of reflection for you. But on the bright side, you're making some very big realizations of, like, you know, are you putting a lot of effort into something that you don't even want, and then you're being critiqued about what you're doing? Well, yeah, you know, that's to that, right? Let's get you an oracle card. Don't do as you planned, do as you feel right in your heart. Practice listening to your heart again and again. Learn its language. So, you know, I feel like that's the problem, is like you somehow got so disconnected from your heart. And maybe it's because you were grieving something, and so it's kind of easier to just become numb. But in the process, you've gotten all these things or people or situations that I don't think that they resonate with you, right? So kind of a big week, but you will figure it out. This has been your weekly reading. I will speak to all of you again soon. You take very good care of yourselves. Bye.